Stay tuned and let's do a recap and ranking video of this Spider-Man retro card back Wave 2. Pow and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And remember, you can now hit that join button and become a channel member as well. Quite simply show some love or join the members club. Much appreciated. Today we are doing a recap and rankings video of this recent Spider-Man retro card back Wave 2. Now, if you follow the channel, then you know I usually do a recap and rankings video as a channel member exclusive. However, it's a new year, so new rules. The floodgates are open. This year, all my recap and rankings video will be public for everybody to hear my final thoughts, as why not? It's just a little bit of fun after all, and I'm sure the channel members won't mind. As I said, they get guest spots on the live stream, so hit that join button, don't be shy. But today, I'm basically going to give you my final thoughts on this wave and rank them. So there's 6 figures in this wave, so I'm going to rank them from 1 to 6. Now, these are just my opinions. I'm not saying these are the best figures or not. What I'm saying is what figures I personally enjoy the most, which ones I wanted in my collection, etc. So, as I said, let's not get too critical here. This is just a bit of fun, just my personal favourites from this wave, and I'll explain why. But first and foremost, let's recap. This is a solid wave, especially if you're a Spider-Man fan. You know me, that nostalgic attachment to that animated series, so I love this card back. I had to buy 2 of every single one on the table, one to display on the wall and then obviously one to open for the shelf. And yeah, we have got some heavy hitters in this wave, as well as one of my all-time most wanted Spider-Man outfits in figure form, but I will not spoil anything. We've also got some nice upgrades, some different redos of previous characters on new books, etc. Overall, I think if you're a Spider-Man fan, you can go all in on this wave and you will not be disappointed. 3 Spider-Man characters and 3 decent bad guys to add to the mix as well. A couple of heavy hitters as well. So yeah, overall solid wave. If you're a Spider-Man fan, do not sleep on this wave and then be paying the hefty aftermarket prices like is the case with that first wave of retro Spider-Man figures. Don't sleep, get on them now while they're at retail, because yes, even that Hammerhead surprised me with how much I liked him. And yeah, overall solid wave. So let me stop the rambling right now and let's get into it, shall we? Let's get into my rankings for this wave. So without further ado, number 6. So at number 6, I'm surprising myself with this one, but it is the Hobgoblin. Now, let me just say before I continue, I do genuinely like every figure in this wave, but if I had to rank them, then on this day right now, this is how I feel. And Hobgoblin is an example of them being so close to being right, but it's so wrong at the same time. So first of all, the positives, they did get the colours very much accurate to what we've seen on the animated show. Obviously with the blues, the yellows and the oranges all match what we've seen on screen. Same with the purple glider. However, the head sculpt is all wrong. The eyes need to be bigger, bolder, and I know that these figures ain't technically animated figures, but come on, a different head sculpt and it really would have made it pop. This is just a straight up repaint of the previous one, but the colour palette is right. And also he's got new boots, so the boots don't hook the glider as well as they should, so it is very difficult to get him to stand in his glider, which makes him lose points as well, because how else would you want to pose a Hobgoblin on the shelf than on his Goblin glider? So for me, I still prefer the previous Space Venom Build-A-Figure wave Hobgoblin with the sort of metallic shimmer on that chainmail, and he's got the hooks in the boots so he can actually hook in his glider and stand a lot better. So yeah, but this one is more accurate to those animated colours, so I get the redeco. But again, if they just changed the head, it would have been perfect. So for now, bottom of the list, number 6. Some people will hate me for this one, but at number 5, I am going with Ben Reilly Spider-Man. Now I must admit, sometimes the characters can influence my lists. Now, I know I'm meant to be doing a list on the best figures, but these figures represent characters, and it's my list, and sometimes I just like characters more than others. And Ben Reilly, for me, I know he's technically on the same body mold as another character in this wave, but I genuinely prefer that over character design. So, for now, Ben Reilly lands at number 5. Now, again, during the 90s, a little bit crazy, the Clone Saga, I wasn't particularly happy that Peter Parker wasn't in the picture. I wasn't sure what was going on. So I never particularly liked Ben Reilly at first. I have grew to like him a little bit more, and I did miss out on that previous Carnage Ben Reilly Spider-Man figure. So I'm very much happy to add him to the list. The only thing that's missing on these body molds is that they've still got pins. See how the pins are still multicolored as well? Like if this was a pinless retro body, honestly, that's a game changer. That's the future of Spider-Man figures, isn't it? But for now, this is still a great figure. Just for me, Ben just not high on my list. So for my list, he's number 5. And number 4, I surprised myself yet again because I've went with Hammerhead. Now, full transparency, when this wave was first revealed, Hammerhead was the one I was least excited for. I was thinking maybe they could have picked another villain because, let's be honest, Spider-Man has one of the best rogues galleries in comics full stop, and I thought Hammerhead was a little underwhelming. However, when you step back and think about it, we have never got a Marvel Legends Hammerhead before. Previously, we just got that interchangeable head with that chameleon figure years ago now. So this is a vast improvement on that. And the new body mold that they use for Happy Hogan is a perfect fit for Hammerhead. This new pinstripe suit and even the weapons with his knuckle dusters and the baseball bat, the head sculpt's beautiful. Honestly, people, this figure caught me by surprise with how much I like him. He is going to be a nice imposing goon on the shelf to go along with Tombstone or Kingpin. And yeah, this body mold is spot on for Hammerhead. The head, as I said, is much better than that previous one we got, and you get some interchangeable parts with the baseball bat, with his knuckle dusters as well. Yeah, this guy I like a lot. As I said, surprised by him, so he makes it at number 4, and yeah, not regretting it at all. Go and pick up Hammerhead, you won't regret it yourself. And number 3, taking a podium place and the bronze medal home, it is Shocker. Now, Shocker could have took the gold medal home if this figure had a few tweaks, because this figure is very nice and it is undoubtedly an upgrade to the previous version. It is a brand new pinless sculpted body with all this quilted design sculpted on him. He has the accurate colours with the browns and the yellows to that animated show, and he has these nice new gauntlet pieces as well that interchange, so you have options for display without breaking up the aesthetic of the character design. Like, bravo, great job. However, I can't help but look at this figure and think if those quilted lines were painted black, this figure would be outstanding. This would really pop on the shelf. So again, I would love to see someone do that. I don't know why Hasbro didn't. Again, all the lines are sculpted. It seems like they have done the hard work, and if they were just painted black, this figure would really pop. Now, they've used the same effect pieces we got in the past. We've seen these many times before, and they sort of work for Shocker. They don't represent his character abilities perfectly, but they still bring the shelf to life and that display to life a little bit, which I always appreciate. He looks good posed up like that. So I am happy with this Shocker, and it is a great new pinless body mold with those accurate colours. I just can't help but think if those lines were painted black, this could have been at number 1. But still looks great on the shelf, still an upgrade to the previous version, and still very happy to add him to the collection, of course. So yeah, number 3, bronze medal, Shocker. And the runner-up taking home the silver medal is this iconic black suit Spider-Man, the Symbiote Spider-Man from Secret Wars. This uniform is iconic. It is the origins of Venom. This is probably the second most iconic Spider-Man uniform, apart from the classic blue and red one. And yeah, how could you not love this? Now, this will undoubtedly be a lot of people's favourite. The price is already crazy in the aftermarket, and the guy's only just hit retail. People are eager to get this guy in hand. So it is basically the iconic black Secret Wars suit before we knew it was Venom, on the new retro body. But even the way they've painted the actual spider on the front just misses the butterfly joint, so it doesn't break up the articulation, the pattern on the chest, even when you're posing him around. And yeah, it's just so nice. We all know how good this body mold is, and again, if we had to put a poll out of what character design for Spider-Man we would want to see on this body next, the symbiote suit would have been there. So it was nice to get 2 more in this wave with Ben Reilly, but let's be honest, nobody out there can argue with me that the Ben Reilly suit is more iconic than the symbiote suit. And again, for me, it was a must to get in the shelf on the collection. So yeah, you let me know if I'm wrong, but the symbiote suit, if I had to pick between the 2 retro bodies in this wave, wins every day of the week. But for me, not quite my favourite, but again, I'll probably get some hate for this, but still, at number 2, my runner-up for this wave, Symbiote Suit Spider-Man. And at number 1, this will come at no surprise to anybody who knows me, but it is, of course, the Spider Armor Mark 1. He is my official favourite figure in this wave, and there's got to be people out there that agree with me. This is a beautiful figure. Not only is it a brand new pinless body mold with this beautiful sculpted armor detail, and the black and the chrome is really smart and nice. This ain't no swirly twirly metallic chrome. This is a nice crisp Silver Surfer-esque chrome on this figure with the nicely sculpted spider designs on the front, on the back. That's like a mirror on the back of him. This is such a beautiful figure, and I said the pinless aesthetic makes it so nice. Now I know a lot of people are saying this is sort of influenced by the Gamerverse design of this, but I don't care. This is close enough. I had this figure as a kid back in the day. Now I know the character design originally appeared in the comics and it was only in for like 1 issue, but it's not about that for me. When I was a kid, I had this chrome spider armor as a figure, and then I remember watching the animated show, and during that weird run in the animated show where Madam Web's involved and all those Spider-Man from across the Spider-Verse get involved, you see him on screen very briefly. I don't even know if he says anything. He's only in a couple of scenes in the background, but as a kid it was crazy for me. I was like, I have that figure, and I sort of just grew in an attachment towards this particular character design. So along with the spider armor that we're getting later this year, this was definitely another one of my most wanted Spider-Man designs in figure form, and I've kicked off the year with it in hand and I am not disappointed. Beautiful, again, pinless, beautifully sculpted, really nice articulation. Came with some nice web effect accessories that you can sort of use with his little shield, even though because he doesn't come with a shield. But again, comes with all the right hands. This is a beautiful figure, and again, I can't help but love it. That nostalgic attachment definitely pushes it to number 1 for me, but this is my list, and as I said, my characters, my love for certain characters does influence my list, but again, this is still a great figure as well. So, number 1 for my first favourite figure of 2022, and tops my recap and ranking of this Spider-Man retro wave, is of course the Spider Armor Mark 1. Pow! So there you have it, my official recap and ranking of this Spider-Man Retro Wave 2. And like I said at the start, do not sleep on this wave. If you are a Spider-Man fan or have any type of attachment to that 90s animated show, then you will love this wave. Again, the figures are great, but also that nostalgic packaging is so nice. Honestly, one to open, one to display. That is the way you have to play this game. But get them now before they shoot up on the aftermarket, because some of them are already heading in that direction. So if you're a Spider-Man fan, jump on them now. And as always, people, this list is just a little bit of fun, my own personal favourites for my own internal reasons. I am not saying my opinion is the right opinion, it's just how I feel. So again, let me know how you feel, what you think the rankings are for you personally in the comments below. Give me your top 6, give me your top 3, tell me your favourite, let the conversation roll in the comments below. Always love reading them. But as always, people, if you like Marvel Legends reviews, then trust me, you're in the right place. I'm going to be doing recaps and rankings for every single wave this year, as well as reviewing every single Marvel Legend I pick up. Of course, a few live streams through in the mix and other reviews, a little bit of fun. Anyway, if you like what you see, please, please, please hit that subscribe button. Much, much appreciated. You can also hit that join button and become a channel member as well. Either show some love or join the members club. Much, much appreciated. And as I said, hit that join button and come and join me on a live stream. Got lots of different themes going on now. Come and get involved. Don't be shy. Support the content. I appreciate that. And as always, follow me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. I'm on Twitter as well at Dan Who Reviews. Tweet me. And as always, my name is Dan W. And I will, of course, see you on the next one.